Welcome to the Explainer-focused learners. We're jumping straight into the reality of AI in real estate today. Look, there is an absolute ton of buzz right now about AI stepping in to completely take over lead generation, follow-ups, and the whole transaction management shebang. But hey, before we get totally swept away by the stream of a fully automated business, we really need to pause. We need to look at what's actually working out there, and honestly, more importantly, why so many real estate pros are totally struggling to see any results. Here's the deal. Success with AI in this industry, it absolutely requires a rock-solid strategy and incredibly clean data before you even think about deploying those shiny new tools. So let's decode exactly what industry leaders are seeing out there on the front lines. Let's kick things off with a pretty serious reality check. According to the National Association of Realtors' latest tech survey, a staggering 46% of agents say AI has had little to no meaningful impact on their business. 46%! That's almost half. I mean, how can that even be? We've got industry headlines screaming about the AI revolution every single day, right? Yet practically half the agents out there are just kind of shrugging their shoulders, seeing absolutely zero return on their investment. Well, the answer to that massive disconnect is exactly what we're going to unpack.
Okay, let's dive into this. That quote right there, that's from Rajiv Sajja, the Chief AI Officer at Bright MLS, speaking recently at the T3 Leadership Summit. And he hit the nail on the head regarding why that 46% number is just so high. He says brokerages need to have a better relationship with their data. See, his core message is that the big question isn't whether AI can help you. I mean, the tech is already proven. The real question is whether your underlying data will actually let the AI do its job. So it's not the artificial intelligence that's failing us. Nope, it's messy, disorganized brokerage data that's literally holding it back from being useful.
To transform this whole frustrating situation into a really cohesive, high ROI strategy, we're taking a four-part journey today. First, we'll talk about fixing that dirty data. Second, we'll explore the live AI handoff. Third, we'll get into getting certified and tracking ROI. And finally, number 4, stacking AI by workflow stage. Let's jump in.
Section 1. Fix your dirty data first. This is the big roadblock we have to clear before AI can actually help.
This is your absolute prerequisite, folks. Before you drop cash on advanced automation, you have to look under the hood. If AI just isn't working for you or your team, I can almost guarantee one of these 3 foundational data errors is the culprit. You see, AI engines are incredibly smart, right? But they are 100% dependent on the fuel you give them. Think about it. If you feed an AI system dirty CRM records with missing phone numbers or inconsistent tags where buyers are somehow labeled as sellers, or scattered transaction histories that give the AI zero context about a client's past, well, it's going to fail. The AI simply cannot personalize outreach or predict what a client needs if the data it's drawing from is a complete chaotic mess. Clean up these 3 areas and you literally unlock the true power of your tech stack.
All right, Section 2, the live AI handoff. Now we're shifting gears to the incredibly exciting stuff featuring Fello's new Felix AI.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the vivid contrast between what we've kind of just accepted as normal and what is actually possible now. For the longest time, traditional AI callers have suffered from this fatal flaw, basically a massive 70% drop-off rate before a human ever even picks up the phone. The leads just hang up. But look at the alternative. Fello recently launched Felix AI. Felix calls, texts, and qualifies the lead based on your beautiful, clean data. But here is the real game changer. It keeps the prospect live on the phone, simultaneously briefs the human agent separately on the context of the call, and then bridges the two of you together mid-conversation. No way, right? It fundamentally solves the biggest flaw in AI calling by totally eliminating those awkward hold times and dropped calls.
And if you're sitting there wondering, okay, but does this actually work in the real world? Just listen to this number, 30. During their recent beta testing, which involved about 20 different teams, one single team pulled in 30 fully qualified live handoffs on a single Monday. Can you even imagine? Having an AI assistant that uses your spotless data to have intelligent conversations, figure out the intent, and then physically hand you 30 live, ready-to-talk prospects in one day, it's wild. That is exactly why getting your data foundation right is so absolutely crucial, because when it works, the upside is just staggering.
Moving on to Section 3, getting certified and tracking ROI. Let's talk about how you actually measure your success.
Because here's the thing, knowing these tools exist is one thing, right? But knowing how to implement them without just throwing your money down the drain is a whole different ballgame. Thankfully, the industry is really stepping up here.
Inman just rolled out a brand new full AI certification program. It's specifically designed to teach you how to properly scale your communication and just streamline all those daily tasks. We're talking 19 targeted lessons spread across 5 really comprehensive modules. And what's fantastic is that it's built from the ground up for real estate professionals. It takes you from the absolute fundamentals all the way up to advanced implementation. Oh, and if you happen to be an Inman Select subscriber, this entire certification is included for free. How cool is that? So the crucial point is how you actually measure the success of what you learn. And the Inman certification includes something I think is incredibly valuable, an ROI tracker. Listen, do not just buy software because it looks cool or has a flashy demo. An ROI tracker is a strict methodology. Here's how it works. You track the exact time you spend on a specific task before using AI. Then you track the time spent using the new AI tool. Finally, you calculate the exact dollar value of those hours saved over a 30-day period. It's kind of like a giant puzzle, but it gives you the ultimate foolproof way to validate your next software purchase. If the dollar value of the time you saved exceeds what the software costs, you keep it. If not, you cut it. Simple as that. And that brings us to Section 4, Stacking AI by Workflow Stage. It's time to stop looking for one magical tool and start building a specialized stack. And this brilliantly illustrates the highest ROI approach in the industry right now, the AI stack. Honestly, no single brand wins across your entire business. It just doesn't happen. Instead, you've got to map out your workflow stages. For lead capture, you want a conversational AI on your site operating 24/7. Think tools like Perspective AI or Structurally. Then for lead nurture, where you really need behaviorally adapted SMS and email follow-up, you plug in something like Yallopo or Fello. When it comes to listing prep, you rely on generative text powerhouses like ChatGPT or Claude. And finally, for the transaction stage, you lean heavily on AI-enhanced CRMs like Follow Up Boss or Lofty to score those leads and automate the follow-ups. You are essentially building a custom, highly specialized machine for your business. Let's move to and see how this builds into an immediate, actionable win for you today. If that last breakdown felt a little overwhelming, no worries. Start right here with the fastest recommended win. Step 1. Use ChatGPT or Claude for your very next listings copy. Step 2. Expect to save roughly 30 to 60 minutes per listing. Step 3. Use that ROI tracker methodology we just discussed to actually prove the value to yourself. And hey, as a quick bonus, pairing this text generation with virtual staging AI, that can also save you somewhere between $150 to $300 per photo during that exact same listing prep stage. That is an immediate, measurable impact on your bottom line. Which brings us to our final thought. We've seen the 46% failure rate, we've explored the absolute magic of the live handoff, and we've built out a comprehensive AI workflow stock. But guys, none of those tools, literally not even the smartest AI on the planet, can save a disorganized business. So I want to leave you with this provocative question to chew on. Is your database actually ready for the AI revolution? Because the technology is already here, the training is fully available, and the workflow is mapped out for you. All that's left is for you to clean up that data and start stacking. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.